Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Joe, and welcome to Ohio Woodburner. Guys, we have started our countdown to 3,000 subscribers. Probably, I hope, we're going to be there by the time this video is posted. Who would have thought we would have ever gotten to 3,000 subscribers? This has just been such a joy to be involved with, and I really appreciate everyone's support of the channel. I think to celebrate 3,000 subscribers, we're gonna run the Super Splitter. This is something that has got me to where I am today. It is that important to me, this little machine right here. Greatest splitter on the planet. And I know that there's a lot of good ones out there, but gee whiz, what a great machine. Did you see that last log that I split, how ugly it was? And you know, that's the knock they say on kinetic splitters, that it doesn't split nasty wood. Well, it does. You know, it's got its limitations just like any other machine, but geez, I have the traditional hydraulic splitter in the barn and it is covered in dust. I don't even look at that thing anymore. The only thing I use is this. So you're going to notice that I'm in slow motion today. I took a spill yesterday. I was just backing up and slipped, and I stepped back to catch myself, and I stepped on a log and I fell down. I wrenched this knee and I banged this one off of another log. I feel like I'm 100 years old today. And you know, there's always that person, you know, they always say, and we've all heard this, when you fall down, you get right back up. But when I was laying on the ground, looking up at the beautiful sky, it dawned on me that the people who always say that aren't the ones who fell down. So it was a little weird when it happened. It was like when you crash your bike when you're a little kid and you fly over the handlebars and it's in slow motion. And so it felt like an eternity for me to hit the ground, but you know, it just happened so fast. So I took my time. I made sure all my parts were moving before I could stand up. But here I am. But maybe we can talk about this a little bit more on the ride into town. So that's it for running the Super Splitter. I love splitting wood with that machine. It's a lot of fun. Here's what we're doing now. We're heading down the road for a delivery. I'm delivering a cord with my trailer to a house. I don't normally, well, I don't deliver cords to residential, But in this case, I'm making an exception. It's on a street that is low traffic, and it doesn't have those gutters, you know, up onto the driveway, because, you know, that's where the hitch will dig in, and I don't want to tear up anyone's driveway. But we're delivering a full cord. This is mostly ash, and it also just worked out. I had my trailer already loaded for another delivery later in the week, so I just consider this a great opportunity. All right, so let's load up the truck and let's head on down the road. And I want to keep track of my mileage. One of the benefits of filing as a business is your mileage is deductible, and I claim everything that we deliver. One guy that helps me deliver, we always do a walk around our trailer, make sure everything looks good. You know, the one thing that I pay attention to is I want all the bark pretty much facing down, because, you know, on some of these logs, when the wood dries out, the bark will fly off when you're going down the road. And I make sure that all the logs look good. If we hit a bump, they're not gonna trickle out the back of the trailer. Okay, everything looks good. You know, we're even taking my other truck on this delivery. This just happened so quick, I didn't even get a chance to unhitch, and my knee's killing me, so we're just gonna use this truck for the delivery. Let's go. I have told you many times I don't sell cords to residential, you know, for practical reasons and for profitability reasons. So technically, I don't even have a cord in my items list to sell, because I have, you know, a program that makes my invoices. So I'm selling 2 half cords, which means I don't discount, you know, a volume purchase, which would be a cord. So I'm selling 2 half cords, but the customer is good with it. He was referred to me from his next door neighbor. I delivered that guy hickory and cherry firewood earlier in the summer, and they liked what they had. So, you know, here's a word of mouth sale for me. About that fall I had yesterday, when I was laying there looking up at the sky, the first thing I was thinking, how did the sky get up there? I thought the sky, you know, it took me a while to figure out what just happened to me. But okay, so I'm hobbled, you know, I'm slowed down, and, you know, that gets you thinking when you are a sole proprietor, or if you're someone like me that just has a couple people that work, you know, as side work. That is an absolute risk that you got to recognize being in business. What if, guys, I broke my leg, you know, or got injured enough to where I couldn't perform my duties with my firewood business? And, you know, I got to be honest, you know, I hope maybe I could put together a plan and find someone in a pinch, you know, to help keep the wood moving while I'm getting better. But geez, you know, that is the risk of being a sole proprietor, is if it's not you, then who? And that could have been a disaster with an injury like that. You list your risk, you know, your machine breaks, your truck gets stolen, the Martians steal all of your firewood equipment, you just don't get any sales. You know, all of these are very probable risk. But you know, injury is right up there. You know, it's not like an injury is so high risk that it happens all the time. You know, it is a moderate risk. It is still there, but it can be devastating to your business. And that's where I'm at right now, because I am right in that, I guess you could say it's a sweet spot, but I think it might be a danger zone, where I'm big enough to where I can still handle all this by myself and make a living out of it. But I don't think I'm big enough yet to bring in labor and hire people, you know, where I can start changing my role. I don't think that I'm making enough money to do that just yet. And that is the danger zone for me, where, you know, if I get hurt, I'm in bad shape. The business is in bad shape. But if, you know, I was bigger and I had employees, if I get hurt, you know, we can put together a plan and make it work. It's made me start assessing about, you know, what's my crisis plan in case something like that does happen. You know, if my truck breaks down, I can figure something out. But man, if I get hurt, incapacitated, or, you know, or whatever. That's something that I need to get figured out. This was a challenge getting into this driveway. It was a snaking driveway, but it was a challenge, but it was a fun challenge. And this is something I don't do often, is dumping it right onto the ground. All I'm going to do is pull forward a little bit, and then I'll pick it up a little bit higher. And there you go. We got a cord of firewood dumped on the driveway, and we can head on down the road now. You know, the battery in this trailer is as old as the trailer, and I put it on the charger overnight, and I'm starting to notice that it's not as powerful as it used to be. Maybe it's time for a new battery. And that is the delivery, guys. Oh. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And here's to our countdown to 3,000. When I just checked, we were at 5 to go. So I'm hoping that we can have this by the time you see this video. I also want to say that all of our viewers out in Washington, Oregon, all the guys out west, and then the people in the Gulf with the hurricane, you know, we are all thinking about you guys, and we're all hoping that you get through this. All right, so there you go, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like and comment down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Everyone, have a great day.